YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy, Buddha, back in the building for another last Cloudia live stream. What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? I have a feeling that my audio control software is not working right now. I just have a feeling. What's going on, D? How you doing? We got Marvin Stith, a.k.a. Utari, in the building. Amber, always good to see you. Ever you are but Gwar. We missed out on Sarah's you are, but I try to black out those memories. Thank you, Utari. I mean, D and Utari, I kind of posted the summons already. As you can see, we're at 84k crystals. I'm not planning on going farther than the step-ups that we did. Chuck's in the building. What's going on, my man? I am so pale. These lights are brutal right now. But I'm going to double check on my audio, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. There we go. Is that working better? Maybe. I think so. Based on the audio. No. Teach us your voice? Nah. Remove default speaker. No, it should be working right now. It should be working. It says remove noise, so you guys can let me know. Because I use this software called Crisp. Shout out to Akuma over on Twitch for helping me kind of upgrade the stream's quality and the videos all together in terms of audio production. But yeah, the software works really well. I think it's working, but I am not positive. D, you saw, but might get some sponsored pulls. We'll see, D. We'll see. I never will ask for sponsored pulls like that. As of now, we got Adam subscribed. Welcome to the Buddha gang. Thank you for subbing. Let me move that. I don't like how that's positioned right now. Excuse your boy trying to get accustomed right now. We've been doing a ton of live streams on Twitch, but it's been a while since I've done one on YouTube. And I actually use 2 different streaming softwares to manage both for a couple different reasons, but alright, YouTube alerts should be where I want it. I'm gonna put on my Gunner gaming glasses because I'm digging this look, y'all, and it's protecting my eyes from the blue light. So why not switch it up? We got, how do I say that? As Wolfwood, thank you for subbing. What is that? Tearfing, I think it's called. How you doing? Dab it up. Stuck between pulling for Maja on the white die banner or saving up. If Angela is your primary magic damage dealer, yes. I just know that the Maja auto farm has become one of the most used and useful things that I've ever experienced in this game, so it's hard for me not to tell people to go for Maja over Loug Zeus. I know that sounds crazy. It's that Maja XP farm that's so broken, man. What's going on, Apajala? I think is how you say it. Apajala. How you doing? Happy White Day, everyone. Amber, I know you're excited. It's the Husbando / Bromondo Day. That's why I put Ardeen, honorary Bromondo Ardeen on the screen to represent White Day, everyone. Yeah, I don't know if that would fly so well here in the US under the current climate, but over at JP, glad to know that the males in the male to female relationship get a little Valentine's Day as well. That's pretty cool. Sheeta Kane! I know, it's been a while since we've done a YouTube live stream outside of the Power Creep podcasts, of course. But yeah, the White Day banner, guys, it's like, people are like, should I save for the Annie or... Whoa, this is crazy looking. Look at my thing. Oh my gosh. That's dope. It looks like I'm a simulation. That's pretty dope. Maybe I am. You'll never know. Unless you meet me in person. When are we going to do Buddha meetups, everyone? Anyway, I'm getting really off track. I've got Dokkan next to me playing. The music is really loud in my ears, so sorry if that makes an awkward sound right there, but getting back on track. What was I saying? 30,000 guaranteed pity, guys, is just too valuable in this game. You could go for melee. I'm never going to stop saying melee. Oh, God. You could go for melee and get nothing after, you know, anything less than 90k. It's possible that you get nothing. Think about that. That's 87,000. Anything under 90,000 crystals with the potential no return. Or for a third of that, you guarantee yourself one of 3 top tier units. Guarantee. That's the word. That's the key word, everyone. Guarantee. So you can gamble, which is why half the reason all of us play gotchas is to get the rush of gambling. Because if you get melee, it feels that much better because you got her off of luck. Or you can go the Joe Schmo safe route. Either way, the value is there. And that's my 2 cents on it. Alfredo, thank you. I mean, we're not doing any polls right now. Just FYI. We did our polls for the morning. Coming out of the Buddha budget, right? We did our polls that are coming out of the Buddha budget. And we were able to snag the melee mare you are. But not the new unit. Not the new unit. She'd appear right above Ardeen. But sadly, no. Instead, since we got the UR, I was kind of inspired to upgrade Logia and use him. Because he's going to make the most use out of this new UR on my account. I figured it'd be fun to just experiment with him, see what kind of potential we could reach with our boy Logia, who still is an incredible status ailment spammer. As you can see, we're working on him. And to start off this live stream, I know we've been going for like 15 minutes already, or 10. To start off the live stream, I want to give some I want to put some respect on my boy, because some of y'all might be saying, what? You're going to upgrade Gen, who got the least amount of 5-star buffs? Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because the boy Gen is just that worth it. But you guys don't understand that even with the limited amount of buffs Gen got, he's still a badass. He's still just as potent as he was at 4 stars, right? During his initial release. So with the 5-star, we not only gain some stats, we get 10 extra SC to use on him. And we get, what, no attribute attack raise 3? Sign me up, y'all. In the spell render meta, sign your boy up for long range no attributes. Let me go ahead and actually get some tomes, because we need to make those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't decide between Maja or Ardeen. Oh, that's an easy choice. That's Maja all day, bro. I would advise you to get Maja all day before Ardeen, bro. Maja and Loug are like the 2 contenders for your first choice. And then I would look at Ardeen, personally. But his damage caps are terrible. Sebby is in the house. What's going on, fam? I know I'm missing a lot of the chat. You gotta understand, your boy's been streaming over on Twitch, which is a much slower pace than I'm used to over here on YouTube. So I usually don't have to keep up with the chat as much as I am, or as much as I need to right now. Solano's in the building. How you loving that Loug, bro? To be fair, Gen has been an MVP on your tower team. I mean, Gen is still an MVP in my arena team, so I gotta give him the love. He was my second 6th awakened unit. Fun fact. Ugh, such a good unit. Let's go ahead and upgrade his board so I don't forget OCD kicks in. Boom. We love it. We love it. We just got a ton of freaking mega clusters from this last event. From this collab event. So we're definitely making use of it. But I am going to stop after Gen here. I already upgraded Logia's board, as most of you guys saw. So after we upgrade Gens here, we're going to wait. We're going to wait, because I always like to keep basically a set of mega clusters handy for the next unit. But this won't be any trouble at all. We're going to get all of these new skills, all of these new stats on Gen. Oh, it's lovely. Such a good time. You got Chrome to 5E. That's not a bad move at all. Chrome became a monster stealer with his 5th enhancement. Don't sleep on that on-kill steal proc, because now he has 2 chances. 2 chances. Zergy over there. Shout out to Sheeta. Zergy over there loading up last Cloudia. So as I explained, guys, I think we have a good crowd in here now. And so some of you guys were saying, good luck on the summons. The summons already happened, y'all. The summons already happened. Excuse me. Got a little bit of coffee in my stomach right now. Summons already happened. So today we are doing as the title explains. We're just exploring the update. We got those 2 new events. And it seems that the new Beast event, that's the official replacement. I'll show you guys in a second. But that's the official replacement for the, what's it called? All right, there we go. Mind plus 1% for our boy Gen here. We'll have to throw him on the Conquer rotation to get those souls. Beautiful. We didn't get any change except for Silver Tongue here. We now have the 30% to each of these stats, which is dope. Trait 1 didn't change because it's already busted as hell. 120 out of 120. Now we just need to get him to 110, and our boy Gen is freaking chilling. Chilling like a villain. You know what? I kind of want to just throw him on here already. Who don't I care about? Who doesn't need souls? We got our boy Luger. No, he's still got a little while to go. What about OG Medine? Where you at? Where you at, girl? Let's check you out. You're at 144. Okay, so Luger's going to take the back seat. We're going to throw Gen on there. And that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm skipping over the boy. Yes. Loug. My man. Not the actual Loug. The original Loug. The much less effective Loug. You're going to take a bench. You're going to hit the bench for our boy Gen. So here we go. So this Beast Mania event actually replaced the monster quests. As you guys can see, they are gone. And we did get a notice that they were going to be revamping the monster quest system. This is that solution. We finally got it. Trials of the Summoned Beast. I did try this morning. Did the trial by flame, both the nightmare and hard, or normal and hard mode. There's nothing crazy. I thought it was going to be like kind of like a Godforge boss, where we were going to have to take on the summoned beast that correlate with their event. That's not the case. Not the case. Seems like you bring a party to run it, and you're good to go. I don't think you can steal on here. So Amber would like more utility units. Calphinite, it's nice when a big update like this drops in the year. It is. And I like that it's dropping pre-anniversary, because Barleen already teased that there's going to be a ton of QOL coming on the actual anniversary, which is, we're estimating April 15th like last year. So keep bringing it. Keep bringing the updates, y'all. We're going to hit our boy with a whop. I almost said something else, which doesn't make any sense, because we don't have honey elixir. We're not using glass record. We got expect what? Any chance to use the best boy Ardeen? I'm there. I'm there for it. Utari, same Buddha, you were prepping for a beatdown, but you were like, oh, okay. I know. Not much end game content, right? I'm going to try again. Now that I'm full screen, I can see everything. Oh, no, this does. It definitely. There's some extra items to drop here, so Beast Hunter it up, y'all. Beast Hunter it up. Starverse has a chance to inflict blind. Also, Maja may have gotten another power-up to his Starverse damage if you have the new arc. Because the Starverse has a chance to inflict blind. What am I missing? What are we talking about here? Look at all these tickets. Good lord. You can use tickets to play the harder difficulties. By the harder difficulties, I think you're talking about the ones below. So from my understanding, right, you have these first four that you farm up. You get the tickets and you can do these. Oh. There's a lot going on here. It gives you the Summonite shards, which you can then use in the Godforge, correct? Is that where you use that? And that's why we're doing this live stream, so I can explore, talk with you guys who have already been exploring. We have the new monster weapons, which don't seem like they're much to like get excited for. I mean, it's just what, like physical attack damage plus 10%. It's not going to be transforming Gobble, y'all. It's really not. 15 of the prisms. What am I looking at here? No, one of these prisms that's plus 15. You have got me all types of confused right now. Here we need to get these Summonite gems. Yeah. We got the Gowl's Grim Magichoker. I guess we should have seen monster-specific equipment coming because we got that with the best beast, the best monster unit, Carol, right? If we check out Carol, I think I have it equipped. We have Carol's accessory, right? Carol specific. Fire attack damage. Is it Carol specific? I thought it was. Yeah, Carol number 4 only. Kind of makes sense that they're bringing in monster only gear. It's pretty funny. Vincenzo, hi everybody. Can someone tells me how to unlock the 3rd slots in Conquer? You gotta get far enough in the story, my friend. Pushing story is the most important thing you can do as a new player. Bar none. Bar none. Because it unlocks soul spots. It unlocks available Conquer spots. You have to get to Arc 2. Because if you notice, the Conquer spots correlate with an actual area on the map. So once you get to Blaze Garden, you get the 2nd one. Once you get to Arc 2 Psycha Village, you get the 3rd one. Did all the summons on White Day. Managed to pull Loug Zeus before using the ticket, as well as Shift Lanceveil, Master Thief Robin, and a bunch of other great SSR arcs. And that's called return on investment, my friend. Good for you. That's a steal. That's a heck of a steal. Did anyone see Tweaks' cheese to the Beast Mania? This is hilarious. I mean, why don't we do it? Why don't we do it? Yeah, no support unit available. Let's go ahead and change this party up. This is actually hilarious. Rar rar rar. Let's go ahead and give our gal, what's it called? I'm gonna try and mimic the exact same thing that Tweaks did. We're just gonna give you a specific arc that I'm looking for that I think is up here. Yep, Ghost Hime, right? At battle start, give all enemies Spirit Riot. Sounds good to me. Do you have? You don't. You don't. You got nothing. So we're just gonna stack on res stacks on you, my boy. That's gonna be the green pendant if I can find it quickly. Oh, not quick enough. Not quick enough, Buddha. Somewhere in this giant list. I should probably favorite it. No, I actually may have already favorited it, and I'm just a goofy goober. I don't know why I've started saying goofy goober so much. Hello, Forsaken Egg Roll. Love the name. Welcome. Yep, there it is. Green diamond. Do I have another res stack? I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. Well, Oh, what's another accessory I can give our boy here? I don't even have 0 SC skill. Yeah, no. I don't really want 0 SC skills. I don't think I need it, right? Not for this cheese. I don't think I need it for this cheese. Just to get a find it. I want to find when dying. No. No, we don't want that. Do I not have a second res item? I didn't get besties, right? So I don't have that item, unfortunately. It's pretty sad. About to sneeze. Yeah, I don't have Gwar either. All I have is the budget res item, being the green pendant. That's all your boy has. There's really nothing. There's really nothing else, huh? There's really nothing else. Tough. Tough there, Buddha. Continuous regen, maybe? Oh! Oh, no. No, because I don't have... I can't equip armor, obviously. Yeah, no. I was gonna say, it's that mummy suit that I have that's another res stack. But we don't have clothes equipped. Or robe equipped. One of those. Oh my gosh, my nose is going wild on me right now. 1 second. Excuse me there. Ricardo, I'm not going to check the summons. Just because I don't feel like being super salty right now. Jerome, how does Baron stack with Loug? I mean, if you're talking full potential, Loug Zeus makes Baron look like a baby. But, Baron is a no attribute attacker, so as a new player, Baron is probably going to just deal damage easier than Loug Zeus in the very, very early stages of building him. So, I mean, but if we're talking about end game, even mid game, Loug Zeus is just a superior unit overall. Oh, BOGT, you tagged me. You just tagged my name. Do you want me to say hello? Hello, my friend. What if a meal mask? I'm spending way too much time right here. Let's just do... Nope. I just want to do something that makes sense. Just want to do something that makes sense. That's all I want. Autocast protection magic barrier? Sure. It's a 40-second buff, and I think it's going to take longer than 40 seconds, but it's okay. Alright, so this is what you do. You just allow your monster to inflict Spirit Riot onto this thing. Right? It's the Golden Gowl. No, it's not the Golden Gowl. I'm confused. Well, now we have an issue. Because if I get killed here and waste my res stack, all is lost. Well, this is interesting. This is fascinating right here. We did ask for stages that force limitations on us. A lot of us have asked for that. So, I mean, this is what you get. More monster-only stages. This is the riveting gameplay you get to experience. Oh, Jerome, yes. Yeah, I would finish... Okay. You have Baron, but you're asking if you should spend... Yes, you should get Loug Zeus on your account, so you can get one of the best characters in the game in your account. But if you're already like 75% of the way into building Baron, I would finish building Baron. So then you have him available to be a unit you can use for difficult content until you then go back and start leveling your Loug. Baron will serve as that unit that can carry you through difficult events, farm up different materials, so that you can then build your other units that you want to focus on. Always work on one unit at a time, in my opinion, to their completion, especially if you've already gone down a path and started it. Unless, there's always exceptions, unless you're working on like a bottom tier character, like freaking Sevilla, OG Sevilla. I'm going to get flamed for dissing Sevilla. But if you're like, if you started and you didn't know anything and you started working on Gen 1 units and then you did a little research and you're like, oh, I have a Sheeta, or I have a Loug Zeus, or I have a Baron in my account. Should I refocus onto them? Yes. Immediately. So, that's why it's important. Alright, there we go. Gowl. Let's go, baby. Gowl was my favorite monster before Carol was in the game, so shout out to the boy. Alright, now we sit here. And if I did it correctly, which I don't think there was any more to know except bring Spirit Riot, we should... I'm not playing the right event. What happened here, y'all? Did someone warn me in the comments that I wasn't doing this right and I just ignored you completely? Because if so, I do thoroughly apologize. Because this is embarrassing, y'all. This is embarrassing. Wow, I haven't played Last Cloudia like this since the day I downloaded the game. This is different. This is different. Like I mentioned, this is a great time to emphasize my point that you literally, like, monster-only gear that you can Godforge is cool, like, from a collector's sake and, like, something to do. Clear within 1 minute. We didn't even get it done. It's something to do, which is fine, but that doesn't change a character. That doesn't change a unit. A unit's fun is in the way that their skills execute. Oh, it's something you gotta build up. You gotta build up to it. I see. I see. So can I bring multiple units? I can. Okay. Alright. Let's do this then. Let's definitely do this then. We're bringing Carol, because Carol is best boy, right? We know that it's named Carol after the wife, but it's actually a male. If you check the about. Carol, you're my baby. Let's make Carol a beast, shall we? The beast that she is. BOGT, hi, Buddha, big fan from United Arab Emirates. That's dope. The UAE, baby. And I wish you add you in Last Cloudia. Well, send me your IGN so that if you ever send me a request, I will be able to accept it. Also on Discord. Discord's the easiest place because then you can jump in there, throw your friend ID in there, and then I can just add you later. Hopefully I remember. But let's go ahead and make Carol a beast. Let's give machine high boost. What else? What else? Sharp eyes you have. Beautiful. Let's do Berserker. We're just going to go with a classic wave by wave general DPS build. Backstab surprise attack. You have Goddess Kiss. We want Pose of Glory, Pose of Honor. We do want Pirate's Feast. Do I not have Pirate's Feast taught to you, my boy? Yeah, there it is. There it is. And we're going to be looking good here, y'all. We're going to be looking good. We do not have skill charge, so let's do that. Because we want that. What else do you need? Do I have Proud Force on you? I do. Crit ups are on you. Carol came with such a nice kit. It's actually hilarious. Sword equip. Let's do machine equip. We're going to take sword equip off because we're going to go with just the classic. We're going to go with the classic. And then I think from here, just fast crit. A little bit of fast... Where is it? Fast brave? I don't think Carol has brave in her traits, or in his traits. If I don't have fast Matisse taught to you, that's an F. 4 left. What do we got? What do we got? What can we give you for 4? Sky high. Looks good to me. That looks good to me. Why do I have skill 1 boost on you? Oh, because you automatically come with it, huh? Oh, we're going to take that off because we want SCT recharge. We have Purple Orb and Pirate's Feast. Yeah, no, we're going to take that off. Yeah, this looks good to me. This looks good to me. Wait, do we have dual wield? Okay, beautiful. Which means we're going to do Pyroclaw and Trishula. Yes, yes, yes. We'll keep the collar on you. I'm going to go ahead and put the shoes on you so you're a little speedy. We like speedy. Where are they? Just looking past them. Confirm it, and then Carol is ready. She's ready. He is ready to go. We're going to throw on Kagutsuchi, and just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Carol's about to tear up some ass. It's going to be great. Gobble, you're great. And who else? Let's just bring Gowl since it's the one that we are actually bringing. We're going to teach you Decoy. We're going to teach you Decoy. Gobble, what do we want you to learn? What do we want you to learn? Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. You know how unit team customization is. And it requires extra concentration from your boy. Is that in the BG, the orchestra? I don't know what you're saying, Semi. I don't know what you're saying. How do I get in your game? It just says to update the game. Well, you got to update it in the App Store. And then you can open the game. And then you re-download all the stuff. Got Dupe's Guile and PTR, but also got Maja and then Loug from Ticket. That is gold, my friend. Congrats. That's tough, Lassie. That's tough. Or Lacey. Sorry if I said that wrong. I did get the new arc, Yuko. You saw it. The summons video's up. For those of you who haven't checked it out. I mean, obviously, you know. Spoiler alert. Got the UR. We did not get melee. But the reactions, of course, are all there. They're all there. Let's go ahead and... I want to teach Gobble things. I want to teach Gobble things. But I don't know what. I guess we should just prep him. I don't think I ever taught him dual wield. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. And now let's go ham, shall we? I guess we could bring Beast Hunter, but I'm going to use this opportunity to... yeah, no, I'm going to throw Beast Hunter on Carol next round. Start a new count, farm 30k, and get Ardeen on Ticket. Good choice. I would pick Loug Zeus. Damn. Would I? No, I wouldn't. Shoot, I didn't think about it from a new player standpoint. Ardeen is so good, man. So good. Dual wield, no attribute to start the game. God, he might be more worth it than Loug Zeus for a new player. Those are actual, like, that's a real dilemma. Now that I think about it. When you re-roll, you want to either go Sandworm or Caldina the Great. And it kind of depends. You want to get both, ideally. But, like, if you re-roll and you get Sandworm, and then you start with, like, I don't know, who's a good character to call out right now? It's tough. Well, here's a better example. Well, Ardeen comes with dual wield and he's no attribute. So Sandworm and Caldina are, like, literally worthless. But if your starter character... Loug Zeus, you need both of them. I can't think right now. Why can't I think right now? You spent 30k on the melee banner? Tough, Jose. Tough. That's why I don't touch new character banners unless I have 90k. Because I'm not going in and getting shafted without guaranteeing myself something. I'm not doing it anymore. What's a freaking good... okay, Shift Alice, right? Shift Alice, for example. Let's say you can't get her right now, but let's say you start the game with Shift Alice, who comes with dual wield already, but then you got Sandworm and not Caldina. It's now off, but like you didn't start with the best start, if that makes sense. Because Shift Alice needs Trishula from Caldina, but now you started with Sandworm. So there's like it's just go. Just start the game. Go with your account. I don't know. Let's actually play the game. I can't give out good advice right now. Carol Tackle, do your thing, girl. Ooh, you're a boy. I keep calling you girl, you're a boy. 13k on the damage. You got a buff monster, baby. I wouldn't ask for advice from me right now. I am not giving good advice at all. Oh my gosh, Carol, you are incredible, my boy. Carol is breaking the monster. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go, Carol. Oh yeah, baby. Hello, Javier. Welcome to the Buddha Gang. This feels great now. This feels great. This is wonderful. Carol absolutely dominating. Yes. 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 Blow up the screen, Carol. This is everything I've ever wanted. Joining the Discord is the best move you can make. And if you don't have a Discord, make an account because I promise you it's worth it. Here we go. This is good stuff right here. This is how you're supposed to play the game. So, when do we get to the stage that's the gold gal? Yuko. You already know it. You already know it. Alright, as much as I'm loving the extra 4K cat, I gotta go with Beast Hunter. It's just the better play. It's just the better play. Oh my gosh, look at those red orbs. Tough. Tough right now. I was able to get it to level, the UR arc, I was able to get it to level 10, which is great. We're gonna actually, I need to teach you skills. Oh, we should be okay. We should be okay here. Spend 90k and got Ardeen with the pity when he released. You love him and hate him. Why do you hate him, Mirko? Because you had to spend... That's me with... that is definitely me with Sarah. Because even though you get the character at the end, there's just something about seeing them that hurts. At least for me. That's been my experience. There's been something about seeing the character that I've pitied at 90k that just hurts my soul. Why is Carol healing for like 2400? Unless I just saw that wrong. Hold on, let's try this again. No. Yeah, there's random 2400 heals. Do we have auto regen or something? Maybe. I just love watching Carol cap right now. That's just awesome. Right about the 90k when you were rerolling for Del Morto and DB Ray with a high amount, you didn't get him. It's tough. It's tough stuff. Carol's such a beast. Pain greater than pitying, and that's just getting before pity when the banner runs out. I would never wish that upon anyone, Amber. Would never wish it upon anyone. Why is Carol so dope? You can't or don't want to grind that 5k for the other half of the banner. Fearbolt, here's the thing. As much as I hyped over Melee, I don't think she's a character I want to go 90k for. Alright, this has to be it. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. Here is where we do the thing. Here's where we do the thing, y'all. Did we get decoy taught to Gowl in time? I don't think so. I don't think we did. Regardless. Let's go ahead. Did we get decoy taught to you? No, we didn't. But we have the green diamond. Here we go. Here we go. Let's deselect. Deselect. And let's do the thing, guys. This is the cheese that I learned from Tweaks. Technically, it was someone else who found this out. Tweaks gives credit to whoever learned this, but here we go. If we just sit here, we just literally sit here. Yeah, look at this. Why does it do 9,999? Couldn't tell you, but it does. I'm gonna let you amass the power, my boy. Do your thing. I mean, and then the ultimate should happen. Here we go. Go ahead, 89,000. Why do you not have a damage cap, my boy? Why do you not have a damage cap? And then once we hit that last one, then we just go over here. Swipe! We almost died again, but we didn't. So, there's that. It's great. End game strats for the win. It's wonderful. All right. Ooh. And that's how you get the stamp, everyone. We'll take it. Gold Gout. No, Fearbolt. It's Spirit Riot. That's why we brought this arc. That's the cheese. You have to run or cast Spirit Riot in order to get that taken care of. Take those red crystallites. I'm doing that right now. That's a way to do it, I must say. Shall we do it with Gobble Caverns? I don't know if it works quite the same in the Gobble Caverns, but we'll do it. We'll do the thing. What was I teaching you? I was teaching you something else. I forget. I forget what I was teaching our gal. Oh, the decoy, which we don't really need it anymore, but I guess we'll finish what we started, yeah. Cool. Do the same thing with our best beast Carol here. Keep teaching Gobble dual wield and send it. Send it. Did it without Spirit Riot. It's real tough. Are you serious? Oh, good lord. Is it the same thing? Can we do the same thing with Gobble here? That's what I'm interested in. Because if we can. Semi, you love you some cheese. Yeah, that's great. This game is brutal for endgame players. Not a lot of avenues to earn crystals. Amen to that. Gotta be selective on who to spend crystals on. Gotta approach banners as, is this unit worth potentially 90,000? Exactly. And at the point where I am, I don't need any characters anymore, right? Once you get to a certain point in the game, you don't ever need any characters. It's just about, will this character be fun enough for me? That's why I was so scared that I wasn't going to get Aldine, because I didn't have 90k. So I knew I couldn't guarantee myself Aldine. I mean, I would have been okay now, because I could have pitied him for 30k. But at the time, with no foresight, I wanted Aldine as soon as he released. And without having 90k, I couldn't assure that would happen. But Aldine, I knew would be a character that I would have so much fun with. And I was right, because to this day I still use him the majority of the time. And that's the question you have to ask yourself. Is once you get all of your essentials covered, like I mentioned in the summons video, your physical DPS, your magic DPS, your main support, and your tank. That one's optional, but having a good tank is very helpful nowadays. So once you get those 4 core units for a team, then it's just like, which character are you going to enjoy building and experimenting with and using in the game consistently? That's the question you have to ask yourself. We are out there. They didn't give us any orange orbs. They didn't give us any orange orbs. So I guess the event grinding is done for today. That's a buzzkill. Wonderful. Maja, Aldine, and Loug Zeus, who's better in PvE? The more I'm sitting on this, I can't think of a reason to get Loug Zeus over Aldine if you're a brand new player. If you're a brand new player. If you're a mid-game and you have Sandworm, you have Trishula from Caldina, you have a lot of skills available to teach Loug Zeus. Loug Zeus is still the top of the tier in terms of DPS, physical DPS. But Aldine, if you don't have all those things, is just so versatile and he's so fun. I don't feel bad about telling people to get Aldine over Loug under those circumstances. But then Maja, you just bring him and you sit there. Maja is not an engaging character. You're not spamming skills and jumping all over the map and dealing damage like that. You're literally just tapping a spell, and then Maja sits there for 10 seconds, and then the entire screen blows up. So you really can't go wrong with any 3 of them. And then Maja also allows you to do the auto farm, right? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Push far enough in the story, get to towards the end of Arc 1, and you'll unlock the node Heart of the Temple. And then, of course, the better stage to auto farm is then the hard mode, but I think it's just the hard mode. So you'd have to push to story hard mode 6-8, but once you get here, your troubles of leveling units are over, because Maja being the only one to do this, once you have him built up, you just set him up. I do my Arc Ether grinding here as well. I think we just finished Ganon, so we can switch that out. What do we got? We're working on these two. Now we have Valentine's Night or Harvest Festival. Let's do Valentine's Night. Just go in order. We're almost done with our Arc Ether farming, everyone, as you can see. So then you set up the two or one unit you want to level up. You set up your arcs. You hit auto run. I'm just going to hit start quest so we don't go on an actual auto run. And so here we go. As long as you only have Starverse equipped and you have your Maja set up so he'll get ready to cast, right? You have units here that are weak to light, which immediately makes Maja cast Starverse on auto, right? If I switch to auto, he's going to immediately go to cast it. And you wait. Like I said, Maja, you just sit there, you wait for 10 seconds, and then everything explodes. And once you can do that, this XP farm / auto farm, including the material farming, the ether grinding, all of it, is just the best way to level up your units and auto farm at the exact same time. Getting 5,755 experience. Do I even have EXP up 2 on him right now? I think so. Hope so. Right, and clearing that stage in 10 to 11 seconds. If you're auto farming, it's about a cycle time of like 52 to 54 seconds each. There's just nothing that even comes close to it. Yeah, XP up 2. That's why we get the amount of XP we get. You want to be running XP up until you get XP up 2. And you only need to run one of these skills on one of your units. You don't run this on all of your units. It doesn't stack. That's what it means by not stackable. You run it on one unit, and then the entire party gets that amount of XP. Yeah. Honestly, that's a good determining factor as well. If you have Ardeen, I would pick Maja from the unit selector ticket over Loug Zeus. That's another caveat to the decision making. It's tough. It's not black and white here, guys. It really isn't. Roy is still the king in arena in terms of press S3, everything dies. However, I will say that Demon Lord Rimuru in arena is still one of the nastiest things I have ever seen in my life in this game. It's actually awesome. The only thing we can do, I'm going to do the soul field here because we actually need red souls to do anything, which is funny. The only thing we can do now is Tower of Trials. That's kind of depressing. It's kind of depressing, y'all. We don't even have enough red souls to do this. Wow. We'll take this off and just go like that. Yeah. That looks good. Buddha, don't forget Levi and Mikasa in Arena 2. Not even close, bro. Levi and Mikasa don't impress me nearly as much as Demon Lord Rimuru. Not even close. Not even close. No chaos. So you can only run one XP up, and the superior one will have effect, right? So if you have XP up, if you for some reason didn't know that, and you have XP up 1 and 2 equipped, you're only getting XP up 2 benefits. So it is important. It's an important distinction. how you get occulted god vase. Fabrics. It's a great question, my friend. I actually have an entire video on that. Here, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to link it in the chat so you can click it and save it to watch for later. There's 100 people in the building right now. Y'all are crazy. Thanks for joining me. Buddha vase. It's that simple. If you have a topic... Oh, look at that. Dr. Lucas Who actually has a video as well. We're going to share it. Copy. Here's the video for you, my boy. At Fabrics. So you can click that, save it to watch for later. That'll break down all the steps you need to complete in order to get vase. I don't teach you how to beat the battle, though. I don't have that video yet. I still need to make it. And you can see me with no sunglasses, yes. Technically, these aren't sunglasses. They're they're blue light glasses, gunner gaming glasses. It's just a new look. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. I like wearing it, and it protects my eyes, allegedly, so I figured why not. We're going to keep running this stage so we can get more red souls, so we can actually keep playing the game, because we're actually limited now. Hello! Soki just subscribed. Welcome to the Buddha Gang. Guys, we're getting close to 5,000 subs, which is amazing. There's Zero subbing as well. Pushing it, baby. Pushing it. I appreciate all y'all. 5K is a pretty dope milestone number, so. Especially on a little niche game like Last Cloudia. Anyone know how to reroll on Steam? Zero, I can't give you that advice. I don't reroll, so I'm the last person to help you there. Jerome, Levi is slightly below Loug. He's still insane, though. In terms of DPS output with the S3, I think Levi is more than Loug. I think 3 procs of Levi's S3 is a lot stronger. It's a lot more damage output than 3 procs of Loug's S3, just mathematically. Someone would have to check me on that. But overall, Loug Zeus is still just the better unit for other different reasons. It's not all about DPS, everyone. There's other reasons. Melee's ward, Ricardo is calling out. I'm going to have to check that, my man. I don't even know what that is. I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it either. I guess we can go explore, right? After I do this, we can go explore that. Because that's the point of this live stream, y'all. We're just exploring the update. Hanging with y'all, talking about findings, answering questions. It's basically like a Q&A. D coming in, baby. Hope this helps just a tiny bit with the new BDSM waifu. I appreciate it, man. I mean, here's the thing. What does 10 give us, right? If you want me to use that 10 to do some paid summons, I think it'll get me like 900 crystals, so we could do 3 singles with 10 bucks. And if that's what you want me to do, I will do it for you, my friend. Otherwise, I'm probably going to hoard that 10 bucks in the business bank account for future purchases, either in hardware or Dinesh, welcome to the Buddha Gang, or what's it called? Oop. Paid summons moving forward. We already did the step up, guys. We already did the step up, so it's not like we have discounted summons anywhere in sight. It's just the paid banner and the free crystal banner. Do whatever you want. I think hoarding would be better. Well, I appreciate the extra support, my friend. There's really... It's tough, right? Because as you grow as a content creator and you start getting used to donations and stuff, I never want to sound like I'm ungrateful. So let me just say, like, thank you 4 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? I love you. All that truly matters is the waifu. Oh, someone was talking about her ward. Why don't we go ahead and check it out? Daily 100 peace pull. Yeah, we could. We could. The ward. I want to see the ward. Can I not see the ward? Oh, they don't let you see the ward. Unless I'm missing something. God, her freaking traits are books, y'all. They're books. They're paragraphs. Craziness. She's so dope looking. I am a little sad. I'm a little sad to get the arc instead of her. Or before her. But it is what it is. Sword equip 100. Oh, okay. So it's like other units we have. Who else has that? Is it 2B? I think hers is no attribute. I don't need to do all this. I can actually go check my ward list. I go like here. Let's just hit Beastmania. Boom, boom. Wards. Someone else has a sword equipped, right? Yeah. Oh, it is. 2B. Sword equipped, physical damage cap plus 100. That's super nice. That's a super nice ward. It's very nice. What's up, Zero? Good to see you. What's the best arc for Milim? Bro, arcs are subjective, bro. They change. There's not like a one best arc for this character, ever. Except Mikasa. But even then, it's debatable. Arcs that work really well with Milim, of course, are the You Are God of Ruin. Gives you dark damage cap and a bunch of other effects. But then it's just any DPS arc, bro. So anytime you see like damage mods, Unchained Beast has physical damage plus 20%. Super duper good. The one that I use the most because I had it early, Phoenix Blow. Skill damage plus 25%. Then you have Icy Guardian. Still to this day, I think, top 3 best arcs to use if you have a substantial crit build. Because it gives you that physical attack, criticals, deal an extra ice attack. That's huge. It's about 48 to 50% damage of your crits on top of every crit, right? So it's a lot of freaking extra damage with Icy Guardian. It's a bunch of them, man. Swordsman's Tail, always solid. Gives you that damage boost proportional to enemy up to 40%. Also gives you movement speed, which is incredible for your physical DPS. There's never just one arc. It's not one what is it? What's the saying? I forgot it. One sleeve fits all. That's not how it's said. That's not even a phrase. I made it up. What are we doing? What do we do now? We're out of orange orbs. Aid us. I need help. I need to understand the thought process here. Ugh. You can just get her next year Valentine's banner. And that's the thing. That's the thing that we know now. If you're patient, you can guarantee yourself units for 30,000. You just literally have to wait. Free crystals, too. You just have to wait an entire year. Which, you know, it's a gamble. You never know when a game is going to shut down. And last Cloudia, you know, they're doing okay, I think. What do we do after last Cloudia goes down, y'all? What do we do? What do we do? Your boy Buddha would need to find a new home. The events vary. Yeah, all of them are. I mean, to be fair, you got to remember, these are going to be returning events. It's not like a collab where it happens now and then it's gone for the foreseeable future. These are going to be returning like Tower of Trials on a consistent basis. So it's not rush to get it all done now, but it does feel bad. Feels bad when you have 2 new events with a ton of freaking stages and you don't give any extra orange orbs. I just don't see the logic. What do you want me to do? I could do Tower of Trials if you guys want to see that. But that's about it. I don't want to do Tower of Trials right now. It's a drag. It's supposed to be a boss killer. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That would be a fun game to try. I mean, if I'm going to dedicate some time to another game right now, I want to finish Elden Ring first. But funny enough, Borderlands was a game that I did stream back in the day before Buddha was Buddha. And had a great time. So, the Wonderland game. Just another one of those, yeah. Bro, after last Cloud, I do Fire Emblem Heroes. I've checked out that game. Yeah, Elden Ring is... That's over, bro. Your boy is trying to make an entire story out of the adventure. I mean, I'm about to make a thumbnail with pre-time skip Buddha. I know I keep saying this in every video. Pre-time skip Buddha and post-time skip Buddha in Elden Ring. I'm so excited to make that thumbnail. So excited. But here we are. I was like, listen, that's why this live stream was so last minute impromptu, because I wasn't even planning on doing it. And I mean, at this exact moment in time, I'm not missing out on much. However, I think we have to do Tower of Trials. It's the only thing we can do while we're talking. I was talking about something, and then I just forgot. It just flew out of my mind. Oh, right. Because I was planning on doing a Twitch stream, more Elden Ring. But then I was like, it's a big update. I gotta stream it, right? We're a Last Cloudia YouTuber. I gotta stream the update. But are you gonna do a no-hit run? Yeah, Yuko. Yeah, sure. Epic 7 or I've heard Epic 7 is like doing an incredible job at managing their game, so that's cool to hear. But I don't like turn-based, y'all. I'm in a ooh, Vegeta is not doing well here. I'm kind of in a dilemma because I've kind of established myself as a mobile gacha gamer, even though right now it's just Last Cloudia. I could transition maybe, but I don't know. That's what I feel like I've established myself, since that's the overall genre that Last Cloudia falls under. And I don't really care much for any other mobile gacha games, especially turn-based. I've kind of fallen out of love with turn-based games, which is a problem. It's a problem because that's turn-based mobile games are what's best for my current attention span. So it's a dilemma, y'all. I'm not even going to front. I kind of want to change the team because I've been running this team for 2 towers now, and it's just so goddamn effective, you know, that it allows me to clear Tower of Trials quick, but it's boring. I still play Dragon Ball. Playing it right now. Dokkan. And I got Legends as well. So, yeah, no, that's still a thing. But it's I don't sweat this game. I don't sweat either of these games nearly like I do LC, so it wouldn't feel right becoming a creator for them, because I wouldn't dump money into them. I wouldn't get into them like I have with LC. I'm just going to go with this team because I don't feel like changing anything. I'm way too lazy, y'all. Triangle strategy is fire. What's that? Guardian Tales is good also. Well, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? We're also talking, when we're talking about switching games, there's so many factors to consider. So many factors to consider. It's really hard to breach a market that's already been saturated. That's why Last Cloudia, it was just kind of the stars aligning for your boy. It was the stars align. Oh, look at this. Look at it. That's a dragon. That's a dragon, y'all. It's a dragon. You ready for this? Hold on, I gotta do this. Hello, dragon. I love you. Oh, you're dead. Side note, what's insane is that Ardene's 60k hard damage cap, dual wield, is what makes him so crazy. Melee can basically get to that if you have everything at your disposal. I think her max dual wield damage cap that Tweaks posted in his chart was 57. It was either 57,999 or 57,499. And that's not type specific, y'all. That is just her. Of course, that's like full ailments, full damage cap equips, full everything, all the everything. But still, the fact that she can reach that is stupid. It's just stupid, y'all. Just stupid. Just stupid. Undefinable's in the house. What's going on, my friend? As he should be, Zero. As he should be. Your team has Shift, Rimuru, Milim, and Melee. It's a good team, Liam. It's a good team. Why are you taking so long to cast, Maj? It's very awkward. Oh, I saw her paid equips. Adis wants your money. They want you to swipe, get those paids. 2 swords with insane abilities. Yeah, it feels bad, honestly. I don't like it. I really don't like what I'm seeing. Because it's almost like another Ardeen situation with her paids, I feel. Let's go ahead and look at it, shall we? Her paids are gross. 2 swords. Alright. First one, I mean, stats are great. Both are light attribute, yes. Yeah, both are light attribute. Light attack damage cap 1500, which is fine. Chance for regular attacks to give exsanguinate. Just fuck off, Adis. Chance for physical attacks to give poison. And the other one, critical rate 5%, chance for physical attacks to give silence, and damage to enemies with status ailments plus 20%. These are disgusting. They're disgusting. Adis, they're scummy for that. They're scummy for that. There's no doubt about it. Tweaks double paid, level 120, 0 SC. She's an apostle now with melee. Must be a goddess. What are you talking about? Must be a goddess? Are you just saying like she's so crazy? I imagine. I'm excited for the Power Creep podcast to see what Tweaks shows off. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, her paids, they're too good, you know? They're too good. It's depressing how good they are. It's depressing until you have them. And you obviously can't have them unless you're willing to fork over all that money. Just doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good when it feels so necessary to have paid equips. And I mean, Ardeen, right, is the first one that... He basically made me convert to the dark side. Which is fine, because I love my best boy. But then it just, like... It only feels good after you have them. Because if I feel bad for all the people who don't have them. Because you're missing out on a lot of what makes Ardeen so freaking nasty. And that doesn't feel good. Second one isn't really necessary. Yeah, they're not necessary. They just make playing her that much more fun. With both of them, you then have double the amount of ailment infliction. That's not insignificant at all. You have more ailments inflicting on your normal attacks, including exsanguinate, and then you also have 2 more ailments that you can hit with your physical attacks. Like, that's a big deal, especially with how much she relies on her ailments. Thank you for subbing, Elmo. I used to watch you when I was little. It's ailments, bro. It doesn't... with a character like Melee, it doesn't matter what ailment it is. As long as she has more ailment spamming, it's stupid necessary. You know George Masvidal? When he says it's super necessary? Frickin' her paid equips are super necessary, bro. Doesn't matter what ailment it is. But, something that many people may not know in the room right now. Exsanguinate is not a status ailment, guys. Does that make any sense to you? Doesn't to me. Exsanguinate is technically a debuff, so it's like Blazer or Lastoma. Doesn't make any sense, but that's the case. So when you have Exsanguinate, it does not count as an ailment for Melee's kit, which kind of hurts. What should you get with your ticket, Ardeen or Loug Zeus? I think Ardeen seems way cooler. Amen to that, Jesse. Amen to that. Oh, I feel like a lot of people are gonna have this question. I'm gonna have to answer it a bunch. It depends, bro. Ardeen, bro. I'm just gonna say Ardeen. I don't think anyone who picks Ardeen is gonna be disappointed. Loug Zeus with everything. Loug Zeus with everything. All the necessary skills, dual wield, Trishula, fully built out. Loug Zeus is the better character. There's no denying it. But Aldin is so good, and he's so fun, and he's so cool at the same time. And if you don't have everything, and by everything I mean dual wield and Trishula, and the weapon equips. With Loug Zeus, you also need machine equip, right? Aldin needs no arcs are necessary for Aldin, since he comes with dual wield innate, and he's a no attribute attacker. He doesn't need Sandworm or Caldina, which is enormous for new players. It's enormous. You can pick Luke for PvP, but Aldin is also just as much of a menace in PvP because of the freaking spell render meta, bro. No attribute long range attacks deal like 80% extra damage to any enemy team running spell render. And so Aldin's S2s are literal one-shots. They're literal one-shots, bro. Loug, yes, he has the versatility with his S2 sniping and the S3 just being an absolute nuke. But I have both. And until I got Demon Lord Rimuru, I was running Aldin and not Loug Zeus. So, take that as you will. Both of them are meta, Both of them are meta. Melee no stunner, poison debuff, innate trash character. Just get her paids, bro. Run Cactus Hammer. Forgo her trait 1. You're good. No sweat. Ooh, why are you so slow? Super, super slow. You guys think Lenny? No, Panda. I think the anniversary unit is either Adel or Shift Roland. What just happened here? Not the waifu Zushi, it's the superior Bromando or Husbando, depending on your preferences. Yeah, Linnaeus is cool, but I don't see Linnaeus being the. Although he's tied into the story. The Silver Society is a thing right now. But I would not call Linnaeus as the anniversary unit. You guys are like, what are people... honestly, this is an honest question. I'm being facetious in the way that I ask it and sarcastic, but what are people expecting in the anniversary? Why are people, if you're one of these people, let me know. Why are you so confident to save for the anniversary? I need actual reasons. And because it's the anniversary is not a reason. Because now, as Tweaks and I talked about in 2 podcasts now, none of Last Cloudia's anniversaries have ever introduced a new level of power creep. So Fearbolt, very simple busted character. When? Tell me a character that Last Cloudia has given us that's busted during an anniversary. And then we can have a very objective conversation. Loug Zeus was not an anniversary character. Loug Zeus came almost 2 months after the anniversary ended. DB Ray was probably the best Annie unit, and that was a half anniversary unit, who was then quickly power crept. Not power crept, but like met with other units on his same level. So It's second nature. That's what I think everyone's programmed. Everyone who plays gacha games and mobile games, we're all programmed to wait for anniversaries. And that's what I think the underlying reason that everyone gives that advice is. It's not actually because Last Cloudia has given us reasons to save for the anniversary, but it's just the overall mindset of gacha players in general. But I'm just trying to warn the people that that doesn't apply to this game at all. Night Lord Kyle is ass. He sucks. FYI. Thanks for coming, Ramen. I would not pick up a tank. I would let a tank come to you. There's no reason to pity a tank. There's no reason to pity a tank. Let the tank come to you. Just in general, other gacha games save power creep for anniversaries, and I can't deny that. Because both the games I play, Dragon Ball, Dokkan, and Legends, they do that. They introduce ridiculous characters during the anniversary. Last Cloudia does not. Does not. I think the message at the end of the day, you cannot go wrong. There is no, there's not a bad, like, if you pick Ardeen, Maja, or Loug Zeus, you're not going to regret it. I think that's the conclusion I'm coming to. All three of them are equal tier choices for this banner. It's not like you get Maja and you're like, well, darn, I should have got Ardeen, or I should have got Loug Zeus. Like, the dude is going to be ridiculously useful. I think they're all equal. They're all equal choice picks. Shift Dark Lord. Yeah. Just get crazy with the shift forms. Save the 3 Majas the best. It's debatable, bro. It's debatable. That's what I'm saying. There's an argument to be made for all of them. There's not one that just immediately trumps the others because they all have arguable reasons why you should pick them if you don't have any of them, which is crazy. No, you don't need a tank, Jerome, for Arena. I try not to call it PvP because it's not PvP. But everyone and their mother calls it PvP, so it doesn't really matter. You don't need a tank for Arena at all. It's burst. Arena right now is get bursty characters that can just destroy AI. That's it. I love it when I see a dragon. Oh, that was a weirdness. I love it when I see a dragon. Hello. Right, like that's a reason undefinable, but I don't think that's like the reason to pick Maja. Because you don't need magic DPS on the level that Maja provides. You don't need it. He's just ridiculous. He's a freaking nuclear bomb. He's a time bomb. Loug Zeus is a nuke. Maja is a time bomb. Ardeen is just fun as shit. And extremely good. You see a void screen? I don't know about that, bro. Oh, you should. Oh, I see. I just read your comment above. You ran out of blue orbs on tower? Did you run the soul field stage? That farm for Maja? Yeah, that's my main reason to get Maja, is so you have access to his auto farm. Because that's universally useful, right? For your entire account. Like Aldanian and Loug Zeus, those are big PDPS damagers, so they're going to be useful for clearing stuff. But Maja not only is useful for his damage output, but also for that XP farm. Like, that is one of the most useful things that I personally have on the account. So I think I agree with you, Undefinable. I think I agree with you that Maja, overall, all things considered, like, who adds the most value when you factor in everything to your account? It might be Maja. I think I'm leaning towards Maja. I think Maja. And then, if you're a brand new account, Aldanian. If you are an account that has dual wield, Trishula, and machine equipped, Loug Zeus. Just to simplify it, I think that's my order of choice. Another form of Lily. No. No. Lily's in the past, bro. Lily's done. Sorry for every Lily fan. Lily's done. We're not getting any new forms of her. If anything, the next up after Melee is Lilaha, the goddess that they worship. And then that should be the next character to usurp Loug. Because if I'm not mistaken, Lilaha, well, I'm about to spoil stuff. So if you care about spoilers, go ahead, click off the live stream. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Because I know some people do. I don't want to ruin one guy's experience. Alright, I think 10 seconds have gone by. Oh, almost. Serenade. Shut up. Okay. Lilaha sealed Loug in Granzelia. So it would make sense that she, or whatever, it's a god, so I guess it's kind of genderless. Lilaha would make sense to be the actual power creep to Loug. Should be pretty cool. After Anniversary, they'll probably release the guy who's torturing Ray for the next power creep. No. No. You think Mr. Frickin'... What kind of funky hat does he have? What hat is that considered? You think Mr. Beret Man is gonna power creep Loug? No, bro. Dude's a scrub. Once Ray gets out of that freaking machine, that dude's dead. Promise. That dude's dead. First Anniversary unit, I think it was Roland. Or was Roland the first half-year anniversary? I thought it was Roland. Thouser, yeah. No, Thouser ain't power creeping nothing. Dude needs to change his hat. I don't know, put on a helmet. That hat throws me off. But, I mean, I want him as a unit. Trust me. I want Thouser as a unit. I just don't think he's going to... I think the only thing to introduce power creep next is Lilaha. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah. That's basically how I see. I feel like Ray spawned in, probably got caught off guard, and they captured him. But if it was like a one-on-one battle, Ray is like Kyle. Kyle is just extremely busted in this new universe. He just... I mean, I'm just going to keep talking spoilers now, because everyone who didn't want spoilers hopefully left by now. Kyle soloed Melee. So we gotta remember what kind of power scaling we got going on. I'm out of red orbs. So now I can't even do that. We've got one orb. This is just a disaster. It's 1:56. I have an hour left of the live stream I scheduled. Well, would you guys be upset if I ended early? Because I can't do anything. I already did this. I already did the soul field, so we can't get any more of those. I guess I can check the soul spots. Oh, here's some. Shifteen. Okay, that's a good stock. Keep going. I had 25k crystal saved and picked up melee over Loug. Well, you got lucky, so congrats on that, Ryan. Considering that you have a decked out Levi, you guys think it was the right call? Yeah, I'm not mad at that decision, Ryan. I'm not mad at that decision. I think Loug is still like, he would have been the superior unit for Arena, which is more important in endgame than Levi is. But I think melee's also going to be just disgusting in Arena. And in turn, like, Loug offers raw DPS, just straight up monstrous amounts of DPS. Levi offers that as well, in the general sense. So picking up melee gives you a little more variety in your characters that you're using. Gives you a little more flavor, as that Zero calls it. So, I don't think that was a bad call. I don't think that was a bad call. You got lucky, I'll say that. But congrats. And enjoy her, because I wish I had her. Why? I did, Peter. I skipped 47. So instead of skipping one tower and then doing the entire next one, I skip half of every tower, right? I skip through the physically immune parts of those stupid spirits, and then that also allows me to then skip halfway through the next tower. It's a strategy I took from tweaks, guys. If you guys don't understand by now, I'm just a plagiarism. I'm the embodiment of plagiarizing tweaks. I'm shameless about it. Because I've learned that when I follow Tweak's advice, I really enjoy the game. So that's basically the same advice I preach. There have been a few times I discovered things on my own, but it's really not the majority. We know. I think I just have more subscribers because I actually show my face. I'm not the free-to-play Tweaks anymore, Fearball. I don't know what you're talking about. So many animes, you don't know what to watch now. Calvinite, stop, you're cut off. Don't you dare touch that donation button anymore, bro. Thank you, dog. You're actually insane in the membrane. Speechless. Yeah, fear. Great insight, Buddha, thanks. Yeah, I got really lucky on the banner for sure. I've survived as a free-to-play player since the Balin days. It's not easy. No, it's not. This game is not easy to enjoy long-term as a free-to-play player. There's no doubt about it. What happened there? How did Sevilla avoid all that? It's sad. It's sad. It does make me sad. It does make me want to change the game we're playing, if I'm being honest. The more I sit in silence. This sounds weird. G, thanks for subscribing, my man. The more I contemplate the state of the game, the trajectory I see Last Cloudia continue to go in, it just kind of emphasizes the feeling that I need to get the fuck out. You know, like, it just, I don't see it being a sustainable venture with this game. I mean, one, in growth, especially since I'm trying to make YouTube the thing, right? It's not just a hobby at this moment in time. In terms of growth, knowing the analytics I know now, Last Cloudia just does not have the global player base to sustain the type of viewership I need. which is sad because I do like it. But also, I just don't see the game. Like, I'm completely reliant on the game growing to get more viewers. And they just will, they'll never change the things that I believe would be needed to propel this game to a new level of popularity. It's the game is too sewed into what it is, right? If that makes sense. Like, we're talking about major core changes. Get rid of the paid structure. Just one currency fits all. We need a lot more. If they're not going to change the amount of pity that's needed, or like just their gacha structure, you need to give out more crystals on a recurring basis for the free-to-play base to thrive, right? So there's that change. They need to, I mean, let's not even talk about the gacha, right? Because everyone has their opinions on the gacha. You can't please everyone with the gacha ever. They need to optimize the damn game for Android. And they need to figure out how to not make it so freaking laggy. I think that's half the reason new players drop the game, is because of how freaking laggy it is during combat. Very dependent on having a powerful device to play on. I mean, you guys are seeing, even on Steam, on my PC, which is way stronger than any phone is ever going to be at this current moment in time, is lagging to shit when Ardeen hits over 3 or 4 characters or enemies. They don't want to optimize Steam, right? That's why when you do summons, the game looks like freaking janky as shite. Oh, that's not going to do the... I was trying to do the summon animation, but I messed it up. We'll go ahead. We'll do a single right here, right? If we do a single for melee right here, right? Like, people notice this weirdness. There's a giant weird blocked shading over here, right? Like, people notice these weird things. Look at this. Look at this. Like, what is that? People call it out in the comment section. Like, that alone. Look at this. Look at this. That wasn't actually that wasn't a bad start to the summon. Imagine. That would have been crazy. But people notice that shit. But as Barleen has said, optimizing the game for landscape mode, aka Steam, is the last thing that they have on their to-do list, right? So that's never going to happen. But I feel like it's those types of things that create an environment for people to stay in the game. Yeah. It's just, with its current structure, it's got too much going against it. Paid items, right? I would still think, I still am an advocate that, like, having paid shit, it turns off half of your player base. And while the game can survive off of a small percentage of players that donate a lot of money to the game, essentially, while it can survive through that, and obviously Last Cloudia has, it's not conducive for growth and player retention. And it's been like that. The same issues, even with all of with as far as the game has come and all the quality of life that it has done, it's clearly those issues are not changing. Newt, here comes melee. I know, right? That was actually kind of scary. That was actually kind of scary. I was like, what if we do? Yeah, so, I mean, it's just not sustainable, man. It just doesn't feel sustainable. I'm just going to run the auto farm. While I talk. Maybe just continue to interact with y'all a little more. Are we running red arcs? We are. I don't want to run red arcs. Although, I think we get a surplus of red orbs here. We're about to find out. Zhao, what's up, my man? I'm gonna call you Pedro just because I don't know if I said your first name right. We're about to find out. Oh, time stop. Oh, time stop, how I hate you. Talking to plan, last Cloudia was your first gotcha game, you decided to spend money. You bought the one-time $12 pack on Levi's banner and got shafted, sadly. Yeah, you should never spend money in any gotcha game expecting to get what you're paying for, right? Unless you are willing to spend the amount that they ask for to guarantee. So whether that be collab pity amounts, I didn't pay attention, dang it. Whether that be collab pity, which is $320 to guarantee the unit, or $600 and some dollars. It's like 640, 600 something to guarantee a DOH unit or ARC, or what is it, like $800, $900 if you want to buy basically a UR guaranteed. Unless you're willing to fork over that cash, the saltiness getting shafted is just not justified, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, luckily it seems like they've changed that, Scrubs. Like we had collab pity. Some people think that was just because there wasn't a free unit, but I don't think so. I don't think they would introduce that as a temporary thing. Of course, Last Cloudia has done scummy things in the past, so. Alright, I still am not paying attention. Recently, all banners have pity, not cheap, but it's there, yeah. And like that's a big step to have the pity every time, and not. Oh, look at this Maja. What are you doing, bro? It's a big step to have the pity, even though it's not affordable or tempting for the majority of players. I don't know. 31 red souls per run. Thank you. Taken. Thank you for clarifying, because I was probably going to miss it again. But now, let's verify. Yep. 31 red souls, so we're at a surplus. We're not going to run out of red souls for the auto farm. I'm trying to get these guys leveled up for OCD purposes, so then I can level up Logia and Gen. Hi, cool cat. Why do I always feel like the odd one out? I'm not even a full whale, but I enjoy everything about the game. I tend to steer away from the combo because I get the swords pointed at me. What's up, Demi? I thought you quit the game. I thought you quit. What are you talking about? Of course. All of the discussion around the game, it's all opinion, because you can't know why things are happening, and if you think you know, you're just being ignorant and naive. It's just speculation and our best guess, because the game is not mainstream. It doesn't have good player retention. Those are things that we know. So then there's a question of why, and so it's all just people taking their best guess. You feel like sometimes you're a compulsive gambler? Anyone who plays a gacha is. If you spend money on gacha games, you have a gambling crave in you. There's no doubt. That's undeniable. You think Adis will come up with a new game? It's going to build on LC. I don't know, Peanut Butter. I don't know. I think Barleen did say they are working on other projects. So we'll see what that means. We'll see what that means. I don't know if it'll be another pixel game or if they'll try and branch out into other types of styles. We don't have a lot. We can only speculate based on the one sentence that Barleen gave us. Well, yeah, and then there's that. That was a big issue with LC, is that from their early decisions, basically left a bad taste in a ton of the early players' mouths. So now, even to this day, if you mention Last Cloudia, people are, I've seen comments saying like, oh, I'll never touch that game again. I don't care what they do. Like, that's how bad of an impact this game made on people in the beginning during those like early just back-to-back horrible decisions that they there's a majority of people that would never even touch the game again. There's also the aspect, guys, and I was kind of faced with this reality when I was having a conversation with Lady Buddha. Pixel games are a niche. They're a niche draw, everyone. FYI, right? Like, now we have Elden Ring, now we have VR, now we have graphics that have come so far. Lady Buddha was watching a video and was like, oh, that's the gameplay? Because she's used to seeing, like, the artwork, right? And then she saw the pixels, and she's like, that looks like ass. And I was like, my initial reaction, I was like, you're a hater. Like, don't talk shit about my game. And as a player that's, I'm 27 now. You know, myself and many of us have the nostalgia of pixel games in our childhood. But for the new gen or third-party people outside of the player base that appreciate the pixel art style, this looks like an outdated game. No, we're biased, Newt. We're biased. Lady Buddha's not biased. She's the opposite of biased. She doesn't game. She takes things at face value in the gaming world. So her opinion is honestly probably more aligned with your average general gamer, ranging from the ages of, I don't know, 12 to 18. And I think that age range will always, I mean, now it's even earlier. Like, you have 8-year-old Fortnite professionals. But that age range will always be the majority of gamers at a time. So their opinion is basically going to dictate what's hot on the market. Yeah, hot take, graphics are irrelevant as long as the game is good. It's a hot take, but then you have reality. And what trends dictate reality? Pokemon Arceus was a great game. But what kind of publicity did it get for the first month of its release? Everyone just shitting on the graphics. The mainstream opinion can sway how a game performs. Oh, she's based. My bad, Koala. What's up, Koala? I still need to get to those editing notes. Freaking, let me just shout out Monster Koala in the chat over there, who is working with me to edit some more BoodaFam Member videos. So for any of you BoodaFam members who haven't canceled your membership subscription, y'all are the real ones. I know I've promised, I made some promises that I haven't kept, and I'm an asshole for that. But I'm planning on, and we're already working, me and Koala are working on basically a Elden Ring recap series. And Koala has been on it. Basically paid him for the first video, and he's just going crazy with the notes, and the communication is on point, and I have been like slacking heavy. So BoodaFam members, look out for that. Our goal is to have the first episode out by this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on the fine-tuning. But I'm very excited to work with Koala. He's been incredible so far, and excited to get you some BoodaFam member videos back again. And on Elden Ring, of course. Very, very fun experience. Demi says, true, no denying this combo is opinion based. You can't have it without frustrating someone. And I took a break due to life issues. Currently moving across states. That's a big life issue. I still log in some and play when you have time. Just got Shrim and Schmillum. Shrim for the win, man. You should enjoy. You should enjoy that unit. Because it's dope. Oh, shoot. Hey, we got some people joining the Discord. Welcome. I see a couple DMs in there as well. I need to use the restroom, y'all. So, y'all don't go anywhere. I'm a BRB. Check this out. Bam! It's a new way to signify when I'm not here. AFK, right? So, I'm going to go do that. Enjoy the auto farm in the background. Enjoy the music. And I'll see you in a second. And we're back. What's up, fam? This is a live stream, guys. It's riveting content, isn't it? Y'all are talking about the music. This is the Destiny song that they play a lot in the story. But it's version P, which I imagine stands for piano. So it's just like the instrumental piano version, literally. What's up, King of Dark Magic? I don't have much else to talk about, guys. kind of a bummer that we couldn't, we didn't have enough resources to explore, basically, at least clear all of the new quests once during this. Kind of stinks, but, you know. Guess it forces me to log in more if I want to do the content over time. So if that's their strategy, it's a big brain play. Big brain play. Low-key wish you had costume cosmetics. Imagine. Okay, guys. Let's talk about reworking the game. Who thinks this game could succeed if they made basically all players able to get the characters, but then they locked microtransactions. What am I trying to say? They locked cosmetics and like different outfits for the characters behind microtransactions. Would the game just die? Would it just like die the next day? That would be crazy. NFTLC? I mean, that's what Fortnite does though, right? That's exactly what Fortnite does. There's nothing you can buy in Fortnite that gives you a competitive advantage, even though there's not really anything competitive about Last Cloudia other than arena technically. But basically give everyone the same tools, but then everyone can customize the shit out of their style. I personally like that strategy, of course, but there are reasons that it could work and couldn't work. It wouldn't be profitable to the company. Could work, yes, probably, Adam says. It will die, Scrub says. Everyone's like freaking... Oh, League of Legends is like that? I'm saying some of the biggest games in existence are structured that way. Scrub says, I think there needs to be swiping cards for characters. However, I think they've got the paid currency worth wrong. Yeah. I don't think there's a right answer, right? I think there are many ways you could make what they have better. But, so many factors. So many factors. Depends on how dope the skin art and animation is. Yeah, I think so. I mean, what if you could turn, like, Maja into a red and black version with, like, glowing dark aura, right? Their cash shop model is horrible, Scrub says. I agree. Many of us agree. You gotta give them credit. It's obviously worked for them for 3 years, right? Many games don't even last. They last less than a year out of release. So what they've got works for them to a certain extent. You can't deny that. There's gripes to be had with every single structure. No game, no gacha game in existence has a structure that everyone just loves. Like, there's no bad comments about it. Dude, the luckiest thing happened to you. Brarius, what's going on, man? I don't want to get salty right now, so I'm going to take your word for it, and I'll look at it later, bro. I'm not a good sport. I get very, very, very salty over other people's luck. Are they being carried by collabs? The only reason you got into LC... They're absolutely being carried by collabs. I think they basically make their money on collabs, get a bunch of players, but then the core issues, the long-term core issues of the game, basically drive away the people that they gain during collabs. So collabs, super influx of cash, and then it's the next collab that brings in a new set of players, or like some returning players where they make some more cash and then they're gone. I think that's for sure what happens in this game. I mean, how many collabs? Like, we're already 2 collabs? We're already 2 collabs into this year. Yeah. Like, I seriously envy everyone in my comment section that is like so supportive of me when I post summons and I have really good luck, and they're like, so happy for you. And you can tell it's genuine. I'm not like that. Like, if you guys haven't gone and seen that Zero's short, he did the step up this morning. Go look at my comment and tell me. Go tell me what you think. I'm not gonna be fake about it. I'm a salty human. That's probably why I have bad gambling luck. Because that's a superstition, right? The more salty you are, the worse luck you have. I'm pretty sure that's a superstition somewhere. If you just don't spend and research strategy like I do, you won't get discouraged by the problems. Yeah. I think everyone wants a rerun of DMC. Oh, Zero, you interpret it as good faith anyhow? No. No. I feel exactly the same. I always avoid watching pulls on banners you got shafted on. That's a good strategy, Pedro. That's a great strategy. Super Jelly of the UR. Hey, if we could trade pulls, right? That'd be dope. But nope, ain't a thing. Thinking having a custom gacha would entice more players to go pay to play. The whales get to whale harder while the fishes get to their chances to get their favorite units, right? And I mean, because Last Cloudia is a PvE game, the aspect of giving everyone everything doesn't make sense, I would say, in my opinion. If this, I think the structure of like cosmetic microtransactions and style works best when it's a literal PvP game, like a player versus another player real time. I think that's the only time that kind of structure truly makes sense. I'm trying to think of a PvE game that has that kind of structure, and I can't think of one. URs do come back. URs do come back, I'd say, on 2 things. One is the paid-only UR guaranteed banner that they tend to bring back, and we will see it on the anniversary in April. But they also started doing those Ultra DOH Festival banners, where they basically pick one UR to rerun with a set of characters, and they feature it on that banner, and it's a monthly thing. So that's their method of bringing URs back. You just never know which UR it's going to be. I don't know if there's been enough times of the banner running to decipher a pattern from it yet. Yeah. If they took out paid only, that would shake things up. And that could provide, like, crazy press, I feel. Because if they were to make a big change like that, you then need to advertise the shit out of it. Because that catches a gacha gamer's eye. Like, what? No more paid-only currency? Let me pick up the game. The paid-only structure is ancient. It's ancient. It's an immediate con to a game nowadays. If you have paid only, it's an immediate negative mark. Even if you're getting by with it, it's an immediate negative mark for people sticking with the game. Because it feels so bad. It feels so bad that your step-ups and your value banners... I mean, now they've started doing these unit selector banners, which are honestly, those are the banners to save for currently. Like, screw every, if you're free to play or even budget, screw every single banner that's not one of these unit selector banners. Those are the only banners to summon on. Because if you wait an entire year, you're going to have like hundreds of thousands potentially of crystals, especially as a new player. So if you can save up like 250,000 crystals, and then one of these selector banner comes out, and then you guarantee yourself Ardeen. While you do your 10 steps, you get Maja and a couple other Crystal Gorm, right? And you get all of that in one banner for 30,000 crystals. Like, that's the way to play this game as a free-to-play player. That's the way to play this game, is to wait for the Valentine step up and this new White Day step up. Literally don't do any summons until this period of time. That's the best way to play, I think, right now. Which is hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Undefinable is a vet, Scrubs. What did he say? LC lets you farm endlessly for free. No other gacha lets you do that. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, that's subjective. Like, let you farm what? They let you auto farm as long as you're managing it correctly. But like, this is you can't farm events. They still have a stamina system for the actual end game stuff, like Godforge. Except multiplayer. No, they did introduce multiplayer. But that's just super subjective to who's running what, right? But like, if you're trying to do dedicated grinding for endgame in this game, it's still a stamina system, bro. Like, you can just continue to play the game. But it's not like free range grinding. They still have a stamina system. They give you paid currency as story completion rewards and arena rewards and limitlessly part the tower and login rewards. That all dries up, Undefinable. What are we arguing now? I don't get crystals from arena anymore. I don't get crystals from arena. Limitlessly part of the tower. I mean, that's a set amount. I mean, how much does tower give? I haven't actually calced it, but I think it's like, what? Somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 crystals. It's not more than 2 multis. So that's 1 multi summon from tower every month. Then you get 3,000 from login bonuses. That's 2 multis. Once you reach end game, it's limited, but until then, it's basically free to get to end game. Yes, and that's correct. I agree with you, Undefinable. But that's a huge turnoff for long-term player retention. The game is super free-to-play friendly in the beginning, but it is not free-to-play friendly long-term. And maybe that's not a bad thing, but I wish it wasn't like that, personally. What do I feel about the new unit? Who just asked that? I just saw that somewhere. It was Ape. Where's your Buddha? Got thoughts on the new unit? Is she worth? Someone asked me that. Like, is she worth? My opinion is nothing is worth. Like, she's worth it if you get her to use her. Yes, but if you're asking if you should summon, my opinion is nothing is worth summoning for unless you can guarantee yourself them. So, currently, unless you got 90k stocked up, I don't advise pulling on nothing. I don't advise it. Yeah. I don't think their subscription model's ever coming out. If their subscription model doesn't come out for this 3-year anniversary, it's like, what? They've been talking about it for almost 2 years, and they don't even talk about it anymore. I haven't seen any ADIS employee, anyone. I haven't seen a mention of a subscription model from them in a very long time. What's up, Ahmad? Yeah, I wouldn't say this unit is worth chasing. I wouldn't say it's worth chasing. Lack of major power creep is unique. It is undefinable. It's very true. Loug, should I go for Maja or Ardeen, and why? Maja, for sure. Maja is going to give you access to this auto farm right here, which is hands down, unquestionably the best XP grind for your account overall. That's an easy choice right there. As much as I love our boy Ardeen, it's my favorite character. Practically, if you have Loug Zeus, Maja is the easy choice. The easy choice. Melee's paids are skippable? Nah, bro. Nah. You lose the ailments, but you save your money, yeah. But no, her swords are disgusting. If I had the swords, I would run those over the Godforged swords. At all times. At all times. Her necessity for ailments makes those swords equivalent value to like Ardeen's paids, right? Equivalent. In my eyes. How much more can you expect whilst remaining free to play? There's a way to balance it, I feel, undefinable. There's a way to provide value to free to play players long term, because even though you can make the argument like the game's got to get paid, the company's got to get paid, yes. But a healthy game is a game with a healthy free to play player base. And you do that by providing value to not only your whales, but your free-to-play players as well. And like I said, if you break it down, the business model works. Your long-term players in Las Cloudia currently are only going to be your whales. So they're going to be your base of financial support. The game is set up to be very friendly to free-to-play players. So they basically run these collabs, draw in a bunch of players, free-to-play and whales, who then enjoy the free-to-play lifespan. Then they drop off, and then you do another collab to bring a new free-to-play player base. While your whales, your salty whales, just persist through it all and keep that underlying base. It works. I think it works. And then like you're pointing out, there are a lot of positives to talk about in this game. The lack of insane power creep. The form of no stamina system that they do have. The fact that there's not a necessity to have the most recent units to clear all of the content, right? Those are huge pros to the game. Don't get me wrong. How long would you say the free-to-play time period is? I would say... I mean, there's people to this day that are still free to play, and they've been playing for 3 years. But if you, I don't think I've ever met a free to play player that's lasted that long who's like still super joyous about the game. Yeah, if I had to put a time limit on it, see, I started paying early on, so it's hard for me to give like a through experience answer to that question. I'd say between 6 months and a year. I think you can really enjoy the game on average for 6 months to a year. Casually, free to play. But then once you beat story, once you beat Tower of Trials, once you have done some Godforge alchemization, and you've burned through all of your crystal reserves, at the current rate that they release content, it just doesn't feel good to watch all of these characters get released in a gacha game and then look at your crystal reserve and you have like 6k, 8k, 12k going into these new units when you know the demand, like when you know that the pity amount is what it is. Like, it just doesn't feel good, because then you're like, in order for me, if I wanted to play pity, which is what I do, like if I was free to play, I wouldn't be summoning on banners for 4 to 5 months at a time, and they on average release 2 new units a month. So I have to wait through basically 8 on, I'd say in between 6 to 10, and that's not counting collabs. You basically have to wait through 6 to 12 characters that you just watch go by if you want to save up that amount that they're asking for. And saving for pity, I think, is just a way of life. It's a way that a lot of free-to-play players like to play the gacha games. So it doesn't feel good, which then turns you off to the game. Casual pay-to-play is where it's at. I think casual pay-to-play, which I think is, I'd consider myself, casual pay, some people might disagree because I've been dropping pity for collabs. But on average, I think I would fall under the casual pay-to-play character, or person. And yeah, that's a good way to enjoy the game. Because, like, I'm walking out of the collab with Demon Lord Rimuru, some arcs. I did the step up, which got me the UR. I'm saving up free-to-play crystals so that I eventually do get to spend all of those. I get to spend all of those while also still doing summons in between by spending 10, 15 bucks on these step-ups that drop. So it's definitely, I think the end game experience is, it's a lot more geared for casual pay to play, as Sixto said. That's with paying consistent attention to the game every day. That as well, Etchy. That as well. The only moment where pity is more accessible is those step-ups, really, and still is 30k. Right, but at the rate that we're getting these free crystal pity banners, that's super doable. That is the perfect price for pity in this game, in my opinion. 30k is the perfect price for pity, in my opinion. If they just changed all of it to 30k, I think that would make a huge impact in player retention. Because it would make free-to-play player retention. Because it would make getting the unit feel way more realistic over an allotted amount of time that you might feel is worth staying for. Does that make sense? Like going into a banner with going into a 30k banner, pity, with 70, 90, 100,000 crystals feels great, I'm sure. Yeah, the fact that new DOH unit step up is paid only. If they just got rid of paid only, if they got rid of, and now we're getting into gacha structure talk, which everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. But god damn it, I'ma say it. If they lowered all pity to a universal 30k and got rid of paid only gems, the game is saved. Don't at me. I don't want to see no backlash. That's how it needs to be. Adis, call me. I'm going to help you. That would be so dope. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Newt. Or they reduce the cost of a multi, or they change the pity amount, or they give universal pity, right? Like, there's plenty of different arguments to be made on how they could change it. But that's what I want. 30k universal pity, get rid of paid gems. Where do I create a petition? It's so sad. Whenever you try and like make a movement, everyone just like, who is this idiot? Any thoughts on mixing free and paid crystals into the pity pool? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ryan. Just get rid of that. Get rid of paid and free. That's step one. That's step one to fixing the gacha structure. I don't even care about the amounts before I stop seeing paid next to the gems. It's irking. It's frustrating. Semi. Where's Barlene? Is Barlene lurking in the chat? I've been feeling special because sometimes Barlene pops into our live streams. We gotta go on. We need to show up at Adis's front door. We're gonna organize a strike. Andre, thanks for subbing. I know you're with me. We're gonna organize this. We're gonna form a small army. We're gonna storm Adis's HQ. We're gonna demand changes. Then I'm gonna take Taka-san hostage. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Jokes, everyone. Oh boy. If you want to be free to play purely, I suggest picking 3 to 4 different gacha games to rotate around. That's a good suggestion. It's a great suggestion, actually. Tweaks has to cover your plane ticket, though. Tweaks covers his last Cloudia account. And that's about it. Hey, we're going to bring people from all over around the world. Semi from Spain. We're going to bring, God dang it, which comment? Who was it from the UAE? From United Arab Emirates? We're going to bring people from there. 7Ds players did a movement by downrating the game on Google Play and App Store so they won't rush assault. I was part of that, Sheeta. I was playing the game when that happened. That was intense, and that was exciting. Oh man. I mean, that happened to last Cloudia with the auto run system, no? When they tried to make auto run a paid thing, everyone was like just giant middle finger. I think that's part of the issue overall. Players will have their time divided and are more likely to move to other games. Right. We want to keep people in here undefinable. Don't let them play other games. They need to stay. We're going to demand changes and suddenly our accounts disappear. I mean, yeah. They have the control. What if they just shut down the game? It's like, you know what? We're just going to take your money and run. This ain't worth it. We didn't sign up for riots. Oh, you weren't here for that, Semi? You weren't here for the paid auto running? Stop the music. Yeah, I mean that they tried. It didn't work. Mass of the Dead shut down? Oh, I don't even know what that is, bro. That's what you're freaking out about right now? What's Mass of the Dead? Is that a game? AFK paid auto room, right? Yeah, that was a great idea. What's Mass of the Dead? Mass for the Dead? Overlord? Smartphone game developed by Exis Inc. and based on Kugane Maruyama. Overlord, Overlord novel series. Shutting down, huh? It's a big deal. Oh yeah, Mass for the Dead shut down. Will continue to be playable until the 31st of this month, everyone. So, sorry for you guys. Crunchyroll got your game, the global server shut down. Damn. You were already a whale in the game, so you didn't care about the paid auto run. More power to you, Alex. More power to you. Pretty lame on gameplay. I mean, that's half of what saves this game, that's for sure. Because it's actually fun to spam skills and see a lot of damage happening, right? It's a fun time here on LC. Although I wish they would frickin' implement the toggle switch to take the numbers off the screen, so then our phones or our devices wouldn't shit their pants when an influx of numbers have to register. Tokyo Ghoul Reinvoke got shut down, but it was such a good gacha. Really? I know there are occasions where a game, you know, seems to be doing just fine and then they shut down. But I think that's mainly when the studio wants to start focusing on another project. Didn't people use emulators so they could manually auto-run? Yes. Yeah, before Steam was a thing, BlueStacks, LD Player were very common ways to play LC and auto-run on your PC. But it was horrible connection, bro. Since the emulators are Android emulators, and Last Cloudia sucks on Android, which is another huge issue. Auto running on there was horrendous. Auto running on Steam is one of the best. Like, if you can't do this or you're not doing this, you're missing out on so much. And not everyone wants to let their PC run for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and that's very understandable. But part of Last Cloudia, you're basically not farming efficiently in this game if you're not auto running, and that's a sad truth. It's been so long since I had a connection error. Yeah, I've gotten a connection error probably. I could probably count on one hand how many connection errors I've gotten since they released Steam, and that was almost 6 months ago. That's also dependent on where you are in the world, to be fair. But for me, like I said, and I think for the majority of players, the connection error issue on Steam is a fraction of what it was if you were using an emulator. Especially based on my experience. They region locked the game. Yep, that's another issue. Accessibility around the world. But to be fair, like, they opened up Last Cloudia to... They had a list, over 10 different countries. And, I mean, the player base didn't, like, shoot up. At least I didn't notice a change in, like, viewership or anything, to be fair. They would have to speak English to even care about my channel, but... A lot of the world learns English as well as a lot of their native languages, so... That's one thing that sucks about the US is... We are so self-centered, it sucks. Never had difficulty limit-breaking characters in that game. Doesn't help that they only do bigger QOL changes once a year. That's honestly what the anniversary is set up to be now. Is the time that they introduce the biggest QOL changes. Pretty much a month before and maybe a month or two after. So within like a 3 to 4 month period around the anniversary is when they introduce all of the big QOLs. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they wouldn't just do it on demand. Maybe someone has a good guess as to why, but yeah. That's what's exciting about the anniversary, is that's potentially when some big changes can come to the game. Playing Last Cloudia from Romania. It's not available. They're region locked. It's not available there. Region lock is not a problem. Interesting. Romania Sheeta. Damn, that's cool. See what QO they come with. Yeah. That's what I'm most excited to see. I'm honestly not even anticipating. But listen, when I'm downplaying what they could release unit-wise for the anniversary, they could very well choose this year to, or this anniversary to be a time to release a stupid, busted character. They could. I'm not saying they wouldn't. I'm just saying it's not a guaranteed thing. And so, I don't think it's a bad decision to say for the anniversary. I just don't think it's like the end-all be-all in that regard. However, I'm most excited to see the QOL, the changes to the game that could come. VPN are what helped you when you were overseas. Buddha, how would you react if they removed paid on the anniversary? Oh my god, I would put that on blast, bro. I would make promotion. I would post it on Instagram. I would pay for promotions. I would freaking post it on Facebook, which is the same as Instagram basically, but I would go crazy. Every thumbnail, every video title, I would go insane spreading the gospel about removing the paid structure. With LC being on Steam now, it'd be nice to have a landscape mode too. Yeah. The landscape mode looks great. Like the widescreen map is awesome. But you also have all of the weirdness about it too, which sucks. Semi would make videos and preach it. I mean, that could hit headlines. Like, that kind of change could hit headlines and get a lot of returning players, man. Right? Right? That's not too far of a stretch to say that. Popular collab and a major change to the paid system, that'll keep a lot of, that'll get and then keep and then maybe bring back a lot of players. But you know, when something works, it's very hard to change it. Just like the situation I'm in. As much as I'm like, I need to switch from Last Cloudia. I need to switch from Last Cloudia. I'm also not switching from Last Cloudia because it works. And until, like, me changing games, I imagine, and even more so because they have people on payroll, right? Me changing games to a much lesser scale is that same kind of jump where you're talking about messing with a core. When you mess with a core, that can start shifting gears and affect revenue. And like I just said, with Adis having a company with people on payroll, that is not a light decision to be made. So I can't just be like they need to change and then that's it. There's so many considerations to be had. So I think all we can do is just keep having conversation. Don't be scared to have conversation. There's no reason to get riled up and like angry like a lot of people do. Just have conversation. Maybe one day an employee or something will get back to someone, which may start inspiring some change and some kind of snowball effect. That's all we can continue to do. And with that message, guys, it's 3 p.m. We made it. We made it to the end of the scheduled live stream. I need to go do some stuff IRL. Gotta head to the dry cleaners and then get back, make some dinner, right? Play house husband when Lady Buddha gets home, and get set up for the Power Creep podcast tonight, which I'm very excited for. Check in with the boys, make sure they're good to go. So be on the lookout on the channel, obviously, when I get that up. You can set your reminder for when it does go live, 9 or 9:30 Eastern Time. We did just get daylight savings time back in the mix, so your boy Buddha's a little sleepy. And thank y'all for coming out. We had a good crowd, a lot of chat activity, so thank you all so much. It really does mean the world to have the constant support from you guys, and just excited. Overall, I'm just super excited to keep on pushing forward with this journey, and hope to see you around. That's all I got for you this time, guys. Like, subscribe, bell notifications for anyone who hasn't already. Thank you for everyone who subscribed during this live stream. Got a lot of people joining the Buddha gang, and excited to get closer to 5K. With all that being said, I don't know what we say, work hard, play hard. See you in the next live stream.